Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I am your host, JRabbit87. I hope everybody is having a great time today. Come on, come on. I'm here trying to get the Discord link. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you so much. Um, yeah, welcome everybody. Hey, welcome in, Bruda, just in time as we get things started here. Today, I have some good news for those of you who are not a part of the Discord yet. But before we get into all of that, today is Dark Side Friday. We will be playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic with our Dark Side character Orkin. And of course, before we get into anything else, let's go ahead, get the commands underway and done with. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife very greatly, and we want to make sure that we return His blessings. Yes, God is good. We want to make sure we return His blessings by giving Him all of the honor, glory, credit, and praise that He rightfully deserves for the thing, especially for the great things that He is doing for us. Um, Discord. We have one of those. My wonderful wife is working on getting a link, and there it is. Thank you very much. If you haven't joined our Discord, feel free to do so. We actually have a poll going on in the general chat room right now. So if you want to scroll up a little bit, answer that poll. Got 2 days before it expires. So yeah, it is also the only place where I make important things, announcements. Supporting the channel. Of course, you do not have to ever do anything. Do not ever feel like you are forced to, because you are not. You are never going to be required or anything like that. But any help that I do get is very, very much appreciated. With that said, if you would like to uh, if you would like to support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, sharing the channel, just by being here, using bits to play sound alerts, or using bits to cheer, and of course by leaving a tip, whether that's right here on Twitch through Streamlabs, through my personal PayPal, or through my personal Cash App. These are all ways that you can help out if you should so choose to do so. With that said, on to the big announcement and the poll that's going on in Discord right now. For those of you who are fans of the channel, you know that Wednesday we were playing the Marvel's Spider-Man game. We have finished Marvel's Spider-Man, including finishing the DLC. Well, there are 3 games in that series. The second one is Spider Man Miles Morales, and the third one is Spider Man 2. Well, Miles Morales just happened to be on sale, and we just happened to have the extra money in the account, in the Bell Bank account. So, Web Wednesday will return this following week. The issue is we just started Animal Crossing, and it's already miles high. It's already been decided that we want to keep Animal Crossing, which means that one of the other streams has to go bye bye. Uh, since we are playing Knights of the Old Republic on 2 different days, it's pretty much been guaranteed that we are going to be getting rid of one of the days that we play Knights of the Old Republic. The question is, do we keep which one do we keep playing? Do we keep playing the Friday night Sith dark side character, or do we keep playing the Sunday night light side character? Obviously, we are much further along um, into the dark side character. But I also know that some people don't particularly like being a bad guy and like to see the light side better. So that is a poll that is up general in the general chat room of my Discord. But until a decision has been made, which we have, I've made the poll go for 3 days. So that's today, and then Saturday, and then it will end on Sunday. And the official announcement of what the winner will be announced on that coming Monday through Discord, all through Discord. So until we are done, though, until the decision has been made, both Dark Side Friday and Light Side Sunday are going to be a thing. Um, With that said, we're going to go ahead and continue Dark Side Fridays. If you were with us last week, we finished up Kashyyyk, and we are returning to Tatooine to see if we can actually make it through Tatooine. Orkin versus J-Rabbit, who shall win? Right? Oh yeah, and this is where I do this. Okay. You are Orkin versus J-Rabbit, who shall win? You are your own worst enemy, right? She's not wrong.
How can I help?
Okay. I'd like to know more about you, Bastila.
Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi then.
I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Wait. So the Jedi separates children from their families.
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
That sounds idiotic. I would never agree to that.
The gift of the Force comes with a high cost. Sacrifice of one's emotional attachments is one of the prices a Jedi must be willing to pay. The alternative is to fall prey to the dark side.
And what's so wrong with that?
Please, you mustn't say things like that. The dark side is destruction and chaos, the opposite of all that gives the universe order and purpose. You have to understand this.
You need to lighten up.
And you need to be more mindful of your responsibilities. Have you any idea the danger a fallen Jedi represents? Not only to yourself, but to others as well.
It just seems wrong not to be allowed to love.
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
See, when Orkin takes over the dark side, all it will be is cookies. Lots and lots of cookies. You see, join the dark side where you have cookies. See, the one good thing, I will say this. The one good thing about if we choose Orkin, since we are so far in the storyline, that means the quicker we get done with the storyline. And once we are done with the game and the storyline, we can start on the light side character and continue our Star Wars Fridays. You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember.
Of course, the
missing my
same can be
father
said about
terribly
Light
for a
Side
long
Sunday.
time.
This is true. The same can be said about Light Side Sunday, though. It would just take a little bit longer. Who weren't you on good terms with?
I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father.
Indeed.
She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never tried to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
But if a Jedi were to love, surely it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
Okay, here we go again. Last time that we tried to go out into the desert, we got unalived pretty harshly. This is, of course, where we hashtag save. Oh yeah, because we can do eat. Also, because hashtag safe. Because I don't like to be one of those people who lies to people. I always think that the truth is better. I do have to admit, I have tested Miles Morales out. I have started the game on my own to see how much it changes from the other one. And I've got to say, it is so much fun. Understandable. I'm excited to see it. Yeah, it's so much fun. I can't wait to see it for myself.
What can I do?
Ready?
Sure.
idiot.
Time to rumble.
Let's make this quick.
Down you go. Time to rumble.
Oh, we survived. That's a good, a good thing. Yay for surviving. Those monsters are working for Orkin. Are working for an Orkin. Huzzah.
What can I do?
What?
Yes?
Yeah, level up. Hashtag level up. Hashtag level up. Okay, I gotta turn my fan on. Oh, you added some more sound alerts? I'm excited. Yes, yes I did. I honestly forgot I'd done that. I don't even remember which ones I've added.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
We need more money so I can do the sound alerts. There. should I trust you?
Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu pamuleratikun, slimopodonar diodunga kunkabe, runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
I'll help. Give me more information about how.
Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu pamuleratikun, slimopodonar diodunga kunkabe, runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu pamuleratikun, slimopodonar diodunga kunkabe.
You placed mines? That doesn't seem sporting.
Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu pamuleratikun, slimopodonar diodunga kunkabe, runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
Tong haidwam jiji jung rumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane nindubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulira.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
That seems very easy. What aren't you telling me?
Kachikun idahaldonga, ikinkunu pamuleratikun, slimopodonar dihodunga kunkabe, runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
Look, I have your fodder.
Jedabadawana nidibobo. Tong nabung sha nununya. Tong patukas magtalea.
I'm tired of running around like this.
Runda dihodonga kunhankabi, wanakun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunotek, tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
What can I do?
What?
Yes?
Tonga could be Jeda Badawana Nidibobo. Dong Nabungsha Nununya. Dong Patukashmak Telea.
Don't worry. Just do your part.
Tune Pudu. Rananu Prata Doko Shirkasha. Jum Apike.
Yeah, listen. It's pretty.
We Itanandayata. Wata Yuma Wamahu Nandetik. Shatung ni Patoga. Wana Kuzbe Ching Palamule Tonke. Jeda Badawana Nidibobo. Dong Nabungsha Nununya. Dong Patukashmak Telea.
I want more. And you give me all of it.
Kachikun Itahodonga. Iking kuno Pamulera Chikun. Slimo Podona Rodiotunga Kunkabe.
This betrayal is beneath you. Do not let your greed draw you to the dark side.
There's an unwritten code of loyalty. You just don't turn on your allies like this. Any good soldier would tell you that.
Muchashak Pakat. Kieno no Namapaule Rachikun. Jeda Badawana Nidibobo. Dong Nabungsha Nununya. Dong Patukashmak Telea.
Then I will cut you down.
Ki Puna. Kavatumpa ku palea muka bata. Jiyoka ku tumpa ku pelea.
Anyone else get the
You're
feeling
fine.
finding the star map in the back of this great dragon's cave is more than just a coincidence?
The star map is an artifact of the dark
You're
side.
good, brother.
The great dragon may have been drawn here by its dark power, only to be enslaved by it.
We found the star map, but I'm guessing there's much else worth seeing on this planet.
Well, we're done with Tatooine. Which means that we have 2 worlds left. Another planet done. And so it is time to choose the next planet. Okay. I assume J Planet 87 is not an option. Unfortunately, no, it is not. Good old-fashioned hashtag save. As I present to you our two options. So we have Manon and Corbin. So, according to all of the walkthroughs that I have ever read, it is smartest to go to Manon first and leave Corbin last. I don't know if this is actually true. It is what I've done. I vote Corbin. It is what I did on my light side character when I played through this. But don't let that influence you guys. Let me tell you a little bit about each of them. So Manon is the world that I always got stumped on when I played this years ago. I vote whichever is easier. So that's the problem. Manon is the one that me too. Manon is the one that I always got stumped on. And I might have to have my wonderful wife help me with a walkthrough, or I'll have to look up a walkthrough myself. Because even when I did it myself, Manon is actually very difficult because you have to have a trial. And I have no idea how that's going to happen as a dark side character. Hashtag wonderful wife. Um, I have absolutely no idea how Manon is going to go as a dark side character. I will tell you that we will have to have Jolie, the Black Jedi, as one of our companions. So it'll probably be him and Karth if we go to Manon. I can look it up if that's what you want to do. Our other option is Korriban. Korriban has the Sith base on it. It has the Sith base. So we will have to basically that's where we will become Sith, I'm assuming. And whichever one we don't do, then there will be a giant cutscene, and then we'll do the other one. And before we can actually have, because there's actually one more planet that you don't see right now. So, this is where I need to know who wants us to go where. As far as easiness goes, I don't know. I honestly don't know which one would be easier. I will let you guys. Might go back to my vote of Korriban.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our discussion. We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the Battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Maybe if you pull yourself together, you won't be so useless.
You don't exactly pull any punches, do you? Not that I don't deserve it, I suppose. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
You sure have.
Well, I guess I should be at least a little pleased that I haven't lost my touch. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
No, I won't. Just keep quiet and do what you're told from now on.
Don't drown me in sentiment already. Fair enough. Let's move on. Yes, what's in... Tatooine. That's all I can... You got it. Yes, what's in... You got it.
Just waiting on... Okay. I'm going to talk to everybody, and by the time I talk to everybody, if there has not been anything said, we'll
How
figure
can
it
I
out.
help?
You wish to talk to me? Dagnibba, I feel for my boy Karth.
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble? Do you get all tingly inside too?
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I've seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions. I'm afraid you are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
We're not going to go over this again, are we?
We must, for all our sakes. If you had the proper training under a master, you would know all this. But because of our mission, I must be the one to try and help you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
Stop with the dramatics already. I get the picture.
You say you understand, but I'm afraid you're taking this too lightly. The power of the dark side can be alluring. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
Perhaps it's just the reasoning for those acts you don't accept.
And how adept must one become at making excuses for one's actions if suffering is the result? How long before you stop making excuses at all? It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such as...
I don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Looks like Korriban it is, because nobody else has said anything. Oh yeah, Korriban time. Baron Korriban.
Calo Nord is dead, Lord Malak. He has failed in his mission. Forgive me.
The penalty for failure is death, Admiral Kareth. But the failure was Calo's, not yours. You may rise.
Shall I hire another bounty hunter, Lord Malak?
No mere bounty hunter can stand against a Jedi. I shall not make the same mistake again. My apprentice, Darth Bandon, shall take care of our young Jedi friend.
The lone planet, Baron Korriban.
Find Bastila and bring her to me, alive, if possible.
As you command, Master.
going to go ahead and say this now. Be thinking of which 2 companions we want to bring. I'm pretty sure Karth is already going to be one. So, just be thinking of, because once we exit the ship, we're going to have to choose who we're bringing with us. Hashtag Karth.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Revan and Malak. There are some who believe Korriban is the birthplace of the Sith. This planet is an evil place. There are secrets here best left uncovered.
We have to uncover those secrets if we want to stop Malak.
You were right, of course. We cannot turn away from the path we've started on, no matter where it may lead. During the vision, I felt cold and trapped, almost as if I was buried alive. It felt like we were in some kind of tomb. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Won't the Sith recognize you?
Maybe you're right. Most of the Dark Jedi would only know me by name, but there are a few among them who might recognize my face. For the safety of our mission, I must remain on the Ebon Hawk while we are on this planet.
See, I didn't get that. I didn't get that speech last time because she was, well, yeah. I might be spoiling things there. Never mind. Just keep in mind that I haven't heard that before, for reasons. Alright. Interesting. New content. Okay, so Karth. Who are we going to bring with us besides Karth? Of course, we have Canderous, we have Jolee, we have HK-47, we have Mission, we have T3M4, and we have Zalabar. Which one do we want to bring with us besides Karth? Oh, hey! Thank you for following. Thank you so much. I'd say Canderous if he wasn't so low level. Well, whoever I choose, they'll get to we can level them up to where our level. So don't let the level be a deciding factor. Love the Plague Doctor. Hello, new friend. Thank you for the follow. What are we thinking? Nick, you have any ideas, new friend? Any ideas on who we want to take with us? Jolee? Ah, yeah, new guy, new person says Jolee. Jolee sounds interesting. That's 2 for Jolee. I'm okay with this.
Excuse me, have you seen a mechanic about? Short fellow, bald. I've been looking.
Well, I'll be a Wookiee's uncle. Davin? Davin Coatrus?
Jolie? Jolie Pinto? Why, you old freak. Last time I saw you, you were still wandering the galaxy in that old tug. I thought you were dead, old man.
I crashed somewhere and decided to stay.
Yeah, I'll just bet. Damn, old man, you look exactly the same as the last time I saw you. You pickle well.
You're too kind. Not the young lad anymore yourself, I see.
We don't have time for reunions.
Yes, right you are. Sorry, Davin, but duty calls. Maybe I'll run into you again soon.
Of course, old man. Oh, wait. If you've been traveling in this sector, I suppose you heard about Sunry?
No, why?
You pickle well.
What's there to hear?
He's been picked up by the Selkath authorities on Manan for murder.
That's preposterous.
I know. Laura is beside herself, as you can imagine. Maybe you could help them. I'm sure Sunray would appreciate a Jedi's assistance right about now.
Perhaps I will at that. It's up to my friend here, actually. I'm just tagging along.
I'm not making any promises.
I was expecting that. Still, if we get the chance, I'd be grateful. Sunry's an old friend. I'd hate to see him get hurt.
Same here. Well, it was good to see you again. Give my regards to Alora if you see her.
I will. Be safe, old friend.
Alright.
Chipedwanani bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas mactelia.
How do you know I'm a Jedi?
Kachichu aitha haudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chinkun. Slima podonna. Rundi haudonga kun hunkabi. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachichu aitha haudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando danago chuchut. Moga shampunkpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Chibedwana ni bobo. Tonk nabung shanun yang. Tonk patogas mactelia.
So I imagine.
Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki. Kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidorati kun watati mana ithabola. Ui, ithanadana yitya. Kunti chani. Tongpatogas mactelia.
You don't need to collect the fee.
Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki. Kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidorati kun watati mana ithabola. Achuta, wanga kun bis.
Tell me about Corbin.
Tabist yubong konki pangpa. Chingpala chiska muli. Tuni rana no prata dunk no sarchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nisha chilocha kin kuno bamuli raji kun. Tong hai tuam jiji yumalit pa ang yinkotu. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Kachi chua itha haudunga. Yumalit ka inkotun. Chilo mulra de ne bobo. Munko kun biskang. Bamulara.
Tell me about Circa.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chua itha haudunga. Tolbada bunk walyagando de nago chuchut. Moga shampungpa. Bolawana chikni. Bamul slik mo podana wanga kun bist mulira best. Kuya mi juz kachita. Naipatoga ya fulki. Kukula jiti. Kawana bota aayut tagwa. Kankidora tikun watatima naithabola.
Have you ever heard of a star map?
Ako Chekopa. Gino mulira king pajak slimo poiduana.
What can you tell me about the Sith Academy?
Tabistyo vong konkipangpa. Chingpala chiska muli. Tunirana no prata dunkno sarchadoma wama kun bestoma. Nishachilochakin kuno bamulira jikun.
I'll be on the way.
Mucha shakpangpa. Inkin kuno bamulri rajikun.
No, that is the wrong answer. Again, you pathetic hopefuls can't possibly all be this stupid, can you?
Watawama mulira king kunjo peshak. No bamuliraji. Joni yun turungchi wi itadia. Bola una chinek. Bamulirat slimo anga kun biskin.
I'm no master yet, but I like the sound of that. All right, one more question. A lot of you is trying my patience. All right, let's say you become a Sith and I am your commanding officer. I give you an order to spare the life of an enemy. Do you do it?
Of course, Shaldan. Anything you command us.
We would never oppose you.
No. Do you honestly believe that the Sith are in need of such sniveling cowards? Mercy is a weakness. If your leader shows weakness, it is your duty to kill him and show true authority, true power. That is why the Sith are strong.
Tunipudu.
Oh, it's this place. Maybe you should have done Manan first for reasons that are spoilers.
And you probably never will. You wouldn't survive 5 seconds in the academy. The other students would tear you apart. Bah! I can't be bothered with fools. Perhaps I should... You, Jedi! You're looking to get into the academy, are you not? Well, of course you are. Why else would you be here? Let me pose a question to you. These hopefuls will never survive in the academy. A lesson must be taught here, but I am at a loss as to what form it should take.
Well, if you can't think of anything cruel, you really shouldn't be out here, young man, should you?
I wasn't talking to you. I'm thinking to spare them the effort of being killed and do it myself. Perhaps I shall turn their skin inside out. Or force lightning. Yes, it's a most impressive display. Or perhaps a bit of humiliation is in order. I could easily strip off their tunics and make them run through the colony. Or they could lose all control of their bodily functions. What do you think? I just can't seem to decide.
Why are you asking me?
Please, tell him to let us go, I beg you! Silence. Why not ask you?
Kill
I'm rather
him.
exhausted from dealing with hopefuls like these. I can barely think straight. Besides, I find it fun. Come now, a decision, please.
Kill them. I don't care.
My thoughts exactly. How lovely to encounter someone with such an agreeable disposition.
So dark.
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in inkatune, chi itakang
Such dark.
chana kilikon, chi wa aita kanki.
What sort of merchandise? What sort of merchandise do you offer?
Nikaba dubaka, patisa, con muli slimo poi wanga kun viskin, chi itakanki chana kilikon.
Why so?
Just grunky to pat slimo. Chi itakanki chana kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji. Kinba no kunikset abog. Chi wi aita ka chon
Such dark many Sith.
Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangit wamaji kuna. Tongkit pa no kunek abog. Kakin cha nawabakaon. Bagwa shank konti machit Kakin cha.
I just actually want to sell stuff to you. I didn't really want any of that.
here, my dear friends. We have some newcomers to the colony, led by a Jedi, no less. I don't believe I've seen any of them before, have you?
I hate Jedi, and these fallen ones are worse. They always get into the academy, and they think they're better than the rest of us.
Great. Just what we needed. Some punks to come steal our lunch credits.
Smart-mouthed newcomers, to boot.
Looks pretty fresh to me, Lashao.
That's what I thought. Well, stranger, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not, but here on Korriban, the Sith do as they please. And we are Sith. Quite literally, whether you live or die depends upon our whim. What do you think of that?
I think that's a lot of responsibility for simple scum like you.
How precocious. I think this one tried to make a joke, don't you?
I didn't think it was funny.
Neither did I. A brave face, perhaps, but I'm more interested in being amused at the moment, I think. What do you say? Amuse us. Make us laugh, and we might just consider allowing you to live.
If you really want to fight, just make the first move. It'll be your last.
What?
I think someone just stood up to you, Lashao.
Shut up, fool, unless you want to be next.
Yeah? Anytime.
Stop it. This is boring. Let's just go back to the academy.
Fine, we'll go. As for you, I'll find you later. Trust me on that.
Man, this guy is a buzzkill.
Got something on your mind, do you?
Why did you decide to come with me?
You got yourself a fast little ship? I'd forgotten what engine sounded like. The closest thing to that on Kashyyyk is an Uller in mating season. Ugh, frightful.
So you want to ride on my ship?
Or it could be for the free food. What's the gunk that comes out of the synthesizer on this bucket anyway? Do you never clean the darn thing?
If you don't want to answer the question, old man, just say so.
How impatient can one person be? You must have driven your mother mad. All that gurgling and fussing. Babies are cute, but annoying. You know, you remind me of someone else I knew ages ago. Pleasant enough fellow, great destiny. All of that. Breath like a bantha.
Did you annoy this person endlessly too?
Oh, very funny. Is it my fault that some people are so easily annoyed? Like impatient little children. With blasters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, Andor Vex was his name. The Force swirled around him like a hurricane. That's how great his destiny was.
I never heard of him.
No, you wouldn't have. Sometimes swirling force is just swirling force. It gets us old Jedis excited at our age, so we go, ooh, destiny. Well, it turned out that poor Andor believed a wee bit too much in the infallibility of that destiny. That overconfidence turned out to be his downfall.
You're making all this up.
I am not. I've no need to make things up. With my poor memory and all. You just sit still and let me finish, damn it. Let's see. Oh yes, Andor's downfall. I was pretty young myself when it happened. At the time, I thought that Andor's destiny couldn't be more boring.
As boring as this story?
You know, if you keep interrupting, it will take even longer. Have you no patience at all? How did you get as old as you are anyway? I was just about to abandon Andor to whatever the Force intended for him when his ship was overtaken by a Dimian warship. Now, you've probably never heard of the Dimians, but at the time they were a nasty lot led by a nastier overlord named Krat. Tall fellow, big teeth. Krat has us hauled onto the bridge of his ship for questioning, And that's when I knew that Andor's destiny was at hand.
Andor killed Krat, I take it.
Of course he did. Haven't you been listening? It was not in the way you'd probably expect, though. Well, Andor decides that his destiny makes him invulnerable and starts making all sorts of demands. Free me now. I'm not answering questions. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you know who I am? Krat decides he's had enough and begins crushing Andor's neck. I told the boy he should have kept his mouth shut. I think he agreed, too. Those could have just been gurgling noises. Well, anyway. Finally, Krat has enough of Andor and tosses him aside into this giant energy intake shaft. Andor gets sucked in and starts bouncing around, screaming. Maybe Andor hit something sensitive on the way down, or just didn't agree with the reactor core. Next thing I know, all the ship's alarms are ringing.
You're kidding.
Everyone panics, and I run, barely making it to the ship in time before the explosion. Krat dies horribly, and the Dymians never quite recovered. Changed the political course of the entire sector for centuries to come. I'd call that quite a destiny, wouldn't you?
I hate you, old man.
Well, now that's the ingratitude of youth for you. I relate an exciting tale, and do I get thanked for it? No. It's all me. Anyway, go on. My throat is dry, and you're making me cranky. Shoo!
I suppose you've heard about the destruction of Taurus, yes? Awful business, that. Zerka lost a fortune there. Not that the Sith care.
What does Zerka do here on Korriban?
We do some mining here, and are responsible for local shipping and support of the Sith on Korriban. Our starport is mostly just freighters and such. But we do get many travelers that come here to learn from the Sith. This office is actually our administrative headquarters for this region. Rather inauspicious, isn't it? We offer good prices here to those traders that keep the colony supplied. If you're in need of anything, this is the place to come.
Zerka works with the Sith?
Well, why not? This is Sith space now, and the company has to survive regardless of who is in charge. The Republic, the Sith, the economy has to keep going. Now, was there anything else?
Can I ask you questions about the colony?
Certainly.
What can you tell me about the colony?
There truly isn't much to tell, citizen. Dresh Day was established by the Sith, and we arrived to take advantage of some of the planet's mineral wealth. The only thing that's really unusual about Dresh Day, I suppose, is that the Sith built their academy on the east side of the colony. You don't find those just anywhere.
Have you ever heard of a star map?
A star map? We sell navigational components, if that's what
He's
you mean.
He's definitely a businessman. No, I mean as in old ruins.
Well, the Sith have some old ruins that interest them up on the surface of the planet. If this map of yours is there, however, they've said nothing about it.
What can you tell me about the Sith Academy?
Not much. The Sith are a rather secretive lot, and they don't allow many into the Academy. I hear they claim that Korriban was inhabited long ago by other Sith, but no one really knows if that's true. The planet is certainly uninhabited outside of Dresh Day, and always has been.
Who is allowed in the Academy?
Only prospective students. We get many who come here each year hoping to get picked. Many are simply considered too weak, I'm afraid. I understand there is one main person amongst the Sith who decides which students are worthy. Euthura Ban, I believe her name is.
Where do I find Euthura?
Other than in the Academy itself, I'm sorry, I don't know.
How can one reach the ruins on the surface?
Zerka sends freighters to the surface every now and again to ferry artifacts to the core. The men are not allowed out of their ships, however, as only Sith are allowed on the surface. Beyond that, I really can't say.
It is very important that you tell me what you know.
They call the site the Valley of the Dark Lords. Ancient Sith are buried in tombs there, along with many artifacts of old. Some of great power, apparently. I don't know anything else. Neither will you, I'm sure. Only the Sith students are allowed access to the site.
I'll be going.
Do come again.
Utua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aitakanki.
Yes, the Ebon Hawk is my ship.
Tangi tuama aki inkotune, otangi tuamaji aki inkotun, tangpa no kun, no nek, chiwi aitaka chong chicha, ki mulira kun kin. Kimba no konik dota, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune chuna muri ra, tangi wama jiko na, tong ipa no kunek abog.
And what over? What are you talking about?
Just cronky to patslimo, chi ita kanki chana kilikon, kimba muli ra tuanaji. Kimba no kunik set abog.
Davik's dead, I presume. I stole the Ebon Hawk from him.
Tinkuin ko ka, kimba ni chalora kun. Tung abashun ni chunchi, kakin cha nawabakaon. Changwaba chinyo, shangwi chama ucha, wish uyong kun. Ang itwamachi. Kakincha nawabakaon, pichage borang turang, nada chawa yishun kun. No ba muli rati lai kunka, kang ibo ratong chitsa. Chesko yuhaba kaba no pito ula, nekaba dubaka, patisa. Kon muli slimo po iwanga kun liskin, chi itakanki chana kilikon.
I might have. How much is it worth to you?
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aitakanki.
And if I refuse?
Kimba no konik dota, patisa.
I could take a look for it.
Tinkuin ko ka, kimba ni chalora kun. Tung abashun ni chunchi, kakin cha nawabakaon. Changwaba chinyo, shangwi chama ucha, wish uyong kun. Tong itwamachi.
And we go looking for Red 47. Isn't that an Easter egg? Like, wasn't that one of the fighters that took down the Death Star or whatever? That does indeed sound familiar. I'm kind of curious now. Does someone want to look that up? Was that Luke's plane? I'm already on it. Thank you, baby. Yes, I do. Make it 2,000 credits or I hand this package over to the authorities.
Topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan, chaubaso, chino molirani dubo, tonkin ba, noko netsag, jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smaktoma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki,
He said
topa
winky.
na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan.
Maybe. Tell me more.
Inkuinko ka, kinpanik chalora kun. Tung abashun ni chunchi, kakin cha nawabagaon. Changwaba chinyo, shangwi chama ucha, wish uyong kun.
Back to Tatooine. Growl.
Chichopa muska, kinpanik chalora kun. Iyuma batmalyaw no wish, kakin cha nawabagaon. Kun muliras limo poiwanga tonkin ba no kun nexag.
What happens if I open the box?
Chaubaso, chino molirani dubo tonkin ba no kun nexag.
But what would happen? Is it make it 3,000 and we have a deal?
Inkuinko ka, kinpanik chalora
The rabbit is starting to see why Anakin wasn't fond of Tatooine.
Kakin cha nawabagaon. Changwaba chinyo, shangwi chama ucha, wish uyong kun. Pang itwamachi. Nikaba dubaka, patisa. Kon mulis limo poiwanga kun viskin. Chi itakanki changa kilikon.
What happens if I... okay. I'll do it.
Tong hitwama agi inkotune. Otong hitwama ji agi inkotun. Tong pat chaubaso. Chino molirani dubo. Tong kimba. No kun nexak.
Got something on your mind, Doom?
You never did actually say why you decided to come with me.
No, I never did I?
Answer the question, old man.
My. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the starship this morning, I see. Is that a chip on your shoulder, or are you a bit surly today? At any rate, I already told you why I wanted to leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
I don't believe you.
The hermit says he's tired of living alone in the giant forest, and you find that hard to believe. How cynical are you? How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the critters in the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
Damn right it is.
You got a smart mouth on you there, you know that? If others could talk, they'd sound like that. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me.
I can't find
Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations. You've You've probably got enough nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
So you're coming along to not offer your opinions.
I'll remind you that you're the one who started pumping me for information. Like an old man doesn't have anything better to do. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. That can be all bad.
Nomi? Who's Nomi?
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
I don't need another mentor.
Good, since I didn't offer to be one. You think anyone would want to mentor you with that kind of attitude? Not me. I'm past that. One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human act in ikatune, chi itakanki.
He tells you to shoot even though he follows you.
Right?
Right?
Tong hi tuama ag inkotune, or tong hi wama chi aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chi wi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kunkin, kimba no konik dota.
You know something about the Ebon Hop?
Nikaba dubaka, patisa, patisa. Con mulis limo poi wanga kun liskin. Chi itakanki changa kilikon. Uba baska duana chichopa muska. Kimba nikcha loda kun. Iyuma batmalyo no wish. Kakincha nawabakaon. Kun muli ras limo poi wanga tong kimba. No kun neksag. Patoga yakfuli kokala jiji. Tingkuin ko ka, tong hit wana ji sabkat agi inko tune, chuna muri ra, tong pa nong kunek abog.
Anything interesting going on?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na oto bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poi wanga tang ituamaji human act in ikatune.
What do you know about the Sith Academy?
Jiska dosoki, kopa bono nakachu, labora na winki smack toma, kuyami jusku chitanai, uchua penki, topa na ota vokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Tong hit wama aki inkotune, or tong hit wama ji aki inkotun, tong panokun, nonek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, ki mulira kun kin, kimba no kun nik dorcha.
Hashtag Winky. Okay.
Ciao baso.
Who are you?
I'm trying to get into the Sith Academy. Around here they call us hopefuls.
How does one get into the academy?
I wish I knew, to tell you the truth. You have to impress one of the Sith, I guess. Either way, it's Yuthura Bon who makes the final decision. She's a Twi'lek Sith Master, I hear. Very high rank. She's the one who decides which hopefuls make it in and which ones don't.
Where is she?
I really couldn't say. I hear that sometimes she comes out into the colony to drink at the cantina, though. But I guess she could be anywhere. All right.
I've had 2 friends killed by the Sith already. It must be some kind of test. I'll survive and make it into the academy.
So we got to find what's her face. She should be back in the cantina, but I am going to go here just for a moment. Hashtag loot. You got that right.
You. I remember you. What are you doing here? Did the Jedi Council send you? I swear I will expose
This is a
you
very
if they
nice
have.
looking planet, I must say. No, the Jedi certainly didn't send me here.
I see. So you have come to join the Sith, as I have. I should have known that would happen, as should the Council. The Council is nothing but a slow and doddering farce, placing all their trust in you. And you failed them, just as you failed Juhani. Do you even remember me? I am Belaya, and it is your murder of Juhani that brought me here. Fortunately, I have learned the power of revenge.
Leave me be. Can't you see that I'm busy?
Are you one of the Sith from the Academy?
Isn't that obvious? You must be very sharp to possess such an astute sense of perception. Obviously deaf, however, since I asked you to leave.
And I ask you some questions.
No, you may not. I'm busy amusing myself, and I'm not going to miss any of the fun. Now get lost before I teach you a lesson.
What are you doing?
Seems like not much to do to be worthy of anything. How long you been up to it, boy?
This dude's voice is in surround sound. Right, right. Sorry, had to answer a question. Who put you up to this?
She offered to. She enjoyed it out. And Raji good. And she behind Gorufia. And now for the Jufta. Gloria. And she behind Gorufia.
there, laughing as you collapse from heat exhaustion and Mikkel's beatings.
Please, don't hurt me. I am too weak with hunger.
You are neither a Sith, nor do you bear the medallion of a student of this facility. Please, leave at once. I have been conditioned to resist mental persuasion, citizen.
How do I become a Sith then?
You must be admitted to the Academy. That decision must be made by a Sith who has already been accepted here. The final decision, however, remains with Master Yuthura. I believe she is currently at the cantina if you wish to seek her out. Now go.
Is there something specific?
Are you Mikkel?
And what if I am?
Why are you making these men stand there?
That is the whole point. Personally, I think it's wonderful fun. Those fools actually think that if they stand there long enough, I'll let them become a Sith.
I eat a bowl of
Sith
nails
is
for
not a
breakfast
bantha,
every
all
morning
endurance and no
without any
brains.
milk.
A Sith would fight for his life, no matter the odds. If these rot grubs are as stupid as they seem, then they deserve their fate.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, it is. I wonder which one will be the last standing. Should I tell him then that his hopes are in vain, do you think?
Oh, what a sweet guy. He should get the Sith Congeniality Medal.
Why not just shoot them where they stand? It would at least be more direct.
It is a bit boring standing out here all day, however. I think I'll go for some dinner. It will be fun to think of them while I gorge myself. They'll still be here in an hour or two, surely. I suggest you run along before I decide to make you part of the fun.
You talk to Mikkel? No.
Leave me be. Just a few. One really has to wonder if all Sith start off this gullible.
Good job, baby.
Leave me be. I won't listen to your manipulations. I will make it into the academy. Just a few hours longer. Just a few hours, surely.
Okay. Now we should be able to go talk to what's her face.
Is there something you need, Jedi? Make it good, for I have little patience.
Are you Yuthura Ban?
I am. Obviously, you have been told of me. Is it your desire, then, to train at the Academy? Do you wish to become a Sith human?
Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. Let me join you.
Ah, so you are just another hopeful after all. Or are you? There is something odd about you that I cannot place. Obviously, you are a Jedi. One who is very strong in the Force, it seems. So were you a part of the Order for very long? Did they train you?
Yes, but only very little.
As I thought. How interesting that they would let one with such power out of their grasp. Or are you here to spy on us? For all the good it would do. With that kind of power, you could become a great Sith. Perhaps, if I let you. Does that interest you?
Yes, you want to accept me into the Academy.
You must not think much of Sith Masters to try that little trick. I won't hold it against you, however. It shows initiative. But I do desire
If he
a
was
real
there to
answer to
spy,
my question.
Why would he admit it?
Ah, good.
Yes.
Exactly the sort of answer I was hoping for. I will take you to the Academy, and we shall see if you are ready to join the ranks of the Sith. I have only one other question. These companions of yours, they will not be coming with you, I presume?
They are slaves. Don't worry about them.
My hearing's not so good. I'm just pleased my nice master doesn't beat me so much anymore. Yes, sir.
There's something odd about this servant of yours. No matter. Make sure they don't disturb your training or cause trouble. You are responsible for them. Now, are you ready to go to the Academy?
Yes.
Then let us leave. The Master of the Academy awaits you.
Greetings, prospective students. It appears we have a late entry. Who do you bring before me, Uthura? A young human bristling with the Force?
A human that has had some training, it seems, Master Uthar. Very promising, I think.
I met this one in the colony. Unworthy, if you ask me.
That I'll judge for myself, thank you. Tell me, human, what do you know of the ways of the Sith? What preconceptions has your mind been polluted with?
I know that the Sith are powerful, a force to be reckoned with.
A diplomatic answer, if not the core of the matter. Our power is obvious. The question in truth goes much deeper than the surface. The Jedi equate the light with goodness and strength, and the dark with weakness and evil. That is their tradition, and it is truly no surprise that they cling to it for comfort. We, however, do not treat the Force as a burden. We treat it as a gift, a thing to be celebrated. We use it to acquire power over others. And why should we not? Because the Jedi say we should not. We are as the Force is meant to be. The Jedi would hide that from you. They would tell you the dark side is too quick, too easy. All so that they need never challenge the passions that lie within them. Joining with us means realizing your true potential. It means not stifling yourself solely for the sake of hidebound shamans and their antiquated notion of order. Be what you were meant to be. What say you, Lasho? Are you ready to learn the secrets of the dark side? Dare you?
I dare, Master Uthar. I am ready.
Brash and fiery, as expected. Turn that passion to your advantage, child. What of you, Meekle? Are you ready?
I am, Master. More than ready.
I sense much anger within you, young one. That is good. That will provide you power. And Shardan, what of you?
I am always ready.
I see. You had best gather your wits for the trial ahead, boy, or you will not last. And you, young human, does this interest you? Are you ready to learn more of what I speak?
I'm ready to learn more.
And so shall it be. Now then, all of you 5 recruits have shown a degree of facility with the Force. You all have the potential to become true Sith. Only one of you, however, will succeed. The one who succeeds will be admitted to the Academy as a full Sith. All others must wait until next year and try again. If you survive, my pupil, Uthura, shall be your teacher and master while you attempt to prove yourselves. Heed her words.
As Master Uthar said, none of you are true Sith yet. For that to occur, one of you must do enough of worth, gain enough prestige to be selected. What is an act of worth? You must learn that for yourselves. Remember that you are competitors here. Fight for your destiny, or go home.
If you wish to gain a lead over your competitors, the first of you to learn the code of the Sith and tell me of it will be rewarded. The rest is for you to discover.
Welcome to the dark side, my children. Your one chance at true greatness lies here.
Ah, there you are. My favorite prospect for the year.
Your favorite prospect?
Absolutely. By my estimation, you are far more likely to achieve the prestige necessary to join the Sith than any of the others. As a matter of fact, I am so certain of that I'm willing to offer you an opportunity of the once-in-a-lifetime variety. Would you like to hear it?
Absolutely.
Good. I do so adore someone who's willing to take a chance. As I said, you're no doubt going to be the one whom Uthar chooses to become a Sith. With my help, of course. Once that occurs, he will take you into the Valley of the Dark Lords to the tomb of Naga Sado to administer the final test. There you and I will be alone with him. The perfect time to, shall we say, arrange for a change in the Academy's leadership.
What's so important about this tomb?
The tomb is an ancient ruin on the surface that was visited years ago by Darth Revan and Darth Malak. They discovered a star map there of great importance.
You don't say. Well, the Master loves tombs, don't you, Master?
Reaching that map, as they did, is part of the final test. At any rate, it is not the tomb that is important. That Uthar will be alone is what is important.
You want me to kill Master Uthar?
Is that such a daunting prospect? It is not as if I am asking you to perform the task alone, or as if you will get nothing out of it. Master Uthar cannot prevail against us both. That's all there is to it. It is a very simple matter.
Very well, I agree.
I'm so glad you see it my way. I will begin to make preparations for your final test. Your only worry now is to get there. Don't disappoint me.
How do I get more prestige?
You must impress Master Uthar. Go to him with news of your deeds, or artifacts you have discovered. The first and easiest way would be for you to learn the... Shall I go on?
I know it. I've heard enough.
Fair enough. You have had an excellent start. Go, gain more prestige.
Oh, hello. I don't remember seeing you here before. My name is Kel Alguin.
Is something wrong?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yes, my master always says I'm too trusting, too willing to show weakness. You're a Sith, so I really shouldn't, you know.
I can't persuade you to tell me.
No, I really can't. A Sith, like you, would use any means to succeed.
But I'm not a Sith yet. Are you saying you're not a Sith?
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, how do you mean it then?
I shouldn't trust you. I can't trust you. Can I?
You want to trust me?
I just don't feel I belong here. I thought maybe I did at first, but now I don't know. I have so many doubts.
Master Uthar probably wouldn't like to hear that.
Yes, I'm sorry. Please don't tell anyone. I'll get over it, I guess.
You're no Sith. I've never seen anyone so pathetic.
I am too a Sith. I'm more a Sith than you are. I'll show you.
I don't. How did you miss?
It's a bad year to try and become a Sith, you know. I've got it all wrapped up.
I remember you, Mikhail, right?
That's right. You might as well just go home, you know. There can only be one Sith this year, and that's me.
Whatever. I'm the one who's gonna make it.
Well, you're off to a super start. You've got no more prestige than I do at the moment. Thing is, I know how to get some.
And how do you do that? How do you plan on that?
You think I would tell you? Had my brain started dribbling out of my nose or something?
You can at least give me a hint.
I guess there's no harm in it. Word has it that Master Uthar gives big
This
points
town
for
ain't
Sith
big enough for the
artifacts
two of
that are
us.
brought back from the valley.
The valley. It's for the tip.
Well, you're free to go wander out there if you like. Me, I'll be seeing you later.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do yet. You have gained little prestige. You will have to work quickly if you hope to best the others. Oh? It is no more complicated than I said. Perform impressive deeds, or bring me a suitably valuable artifact from the Valley of the Dark Lords.
Oh, so it's a popularity contest, basically. Wonderful.
Really, however, you should seek out Euthura and get her advice. She is your trainer, after all, yes?
I have to...
Indeed.
I guess I have to talk to her about the code before I can tell him the code.
You? I remember you from the colony. I can't believe you actually made it into the academy.
Code. I remember you. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel? Fine. You run along and get ready while I go gain some prestige. Idiot. You? My name is Lasho. Remember it, for I'll be the one who earns the prestige to move on. You'll have to be satisfied with next year, I suppose. Just figured that out, did you? It just so happens that I have a surefire way of pulling ahead in this little contest of ours. You don't really have a chance.
What's that?
I found an artifact that will impress Uthar far more than anything you could ever scrounge up. I'll win for sure.
Why haven't you brought it yet?
I don't have it just yet. I'll get it when I'm good and ready.
Where is it?
Like I would tell you. Why don't I just let you rob me while you're at it?
It's guarded, isn't it?
So what if it is? I'll get it eventually, regardless. Nothing good comes without a bit of a fight. That's the Sith motto, more or less.
Maybe I could help you get it.
Now, where are you going with this, I wonder?
Help me get it? I don't know. I suppose I could use some help. The artifact I know of certainly won't be easy to take. But why should I work with you?
Because you want to work with me.
Yes, I do want to work with you. I suppose it's possible that Master Uthar could award both of us prestige. We'd be ahead of the others for sure. Unfortunately, the holocron lies in the gullet of the Tukata mother. I can arrange for us to meet her, but you're going to have to help me in putting her down. That makes sense to you? Go into the valley when you're prepared enough. I'll be amongst the central pillars near the north end. Remember, the central pillar's in the valley. I'll be waiting, so don't take too long.
I remember you. You're all right. Trying for the academy, I see.
Oh, yeah.
The name's Shardan. Didn't I tell you that back in the colony?
Ooh, Takara, mother, I'm liking this already.
I don't work or play well with others. Thanks for the offer, though.
Right, me too.
What do you wish? I can help you understand it. Would you like to hear it? Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion, I gain strength. Through strength, I gain power. Through power, I gain victory. Through victory, my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. Simple words, yet easily misunderstood. Would you care for me to explain anything? I am not surprised. The Force is strong with you. Master it and it shall serve you well. You have had an excellent...
Okay.
Greetings, young one. You have much to do.
I know the code of the Sith.
Then finish the code as I speak it. Peace is a lie. That is only... Through passion, I gain... Through strength, I gain... Through power, I gain... Through victory... The Force shall free me. Yes, good. You have indeed learned the code of the Sith. Speaking the words and knowing the words are, however, two different things. Tell me then, true or false, there is nothing worse than love. Well done. I will test you no more. You know the code. Very impressive. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to. Very well. You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
Greetings, student.
No, that's not where I wanted to go. It's not where I wanted to go.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure you may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you. But you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
You're Malik's apprentice? Can't say I'm impressed.
Your words mean nothing to me, unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
Ready?
Good job, baby. Thank you. It was indeed a job done.
There you are, finally. If you were any later in showing up, we would have had to abandon this. I've been calling to the Takata mother in their language. She should respond fairly... Ah, here she comes now. Get ready. This will not be easy. She's a tough beast. Wonderful. The beast is dead. We work better together than I would have hoped.
She knows how to speak
Here is the
Takata.
holocron.
That's amazing.
Such a small thing to be so valuable and require so much effort to obtain. I'll just run along now and give this to Master Uthar. I'll be sure to tell him of your contribution, naturally.
No way. I'll be taking that holocron back, not you.
You're not getting the holocron. This was my idea. The plan was that I take it back, not you.
Forget it. That holocron is mine.
Over my dead body.
That's the plan. Oh, we are less than 30 minutes away.
Yes?
What? Yes? Ready? Sure.
Ready?
Sure.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air should knock you out quickly enough. Welcome. Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters.
Right. Sounds like a Ninja Turtles villain. Hey, it does. I'll kill you for this, old man.
Oh, spiteful little thing, aren't you? Let's not forget, however, who has who. No. Let's keep things on a more civilized note, shall we? Now then, introductions are always the place to start, if I remember correctly. This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Miko. Say hello, Miko. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Ern. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard of me.
I don't care who you are. You're dead.
Oh, my. Such glorious vim. If I could bottle it and drink it, I would. There's a thought. Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith. Most of the Dret Uthar has been passing through these days is so pathetic. Take young Miko here. I already tested him, didn't I, Miko?
Kang is watching this guy with great interest.
Yes,
Krang.
yes, you're welcome. You see, Miko here has the cool disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking for.
And if I passed your test?
Why, then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pass on to you my own personal thesis on ancient Sith philosophies. They're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. They'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure. The chances of you passing, however, are sadly remote.
Go ahead, do your worst.
Now, is that any kind of attitude to take with higher education? I'm doing you a favor, really. So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Miko. Get it wrong, and I torture you. Miko here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. Mind you, get too many wrong, and you'll die yourself. I don't know what you think of Miko. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves to be murdered. Well, here's your chance, fair enough? Well then, any last comments before we begin, Miko?
We can both survive. Attacking together.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare little you, risking their own life? And how many correctly answered questions before you die? No, don't be silly. You had your chance, remember? On that note, let's begin. Now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do?
Sorry, had a text message. My work friend is bringing the gaming chair. I used the opportunity to kill him and take his position.
Correct. He was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Miko, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment.
Yeah, gaming chair. It's all good. It's all
And so we come to round 2.
I'm
You come
looking
across a
forward
group
to
of
it.
humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. They plead for help, offering you a reward. What do you do?
I take the reward and leave the weak fools to their fate.
Correct! The humans would no doubt just be preyed upon by something else later. Stand up for yourself, I say! We're not Jedi shepherds after all. Sadly, Miko, the ingenuity of your fellow student is your loss. This is going to hurt. Let's see. Ah, yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Or keep it to yourself?
I keep it to myself.
Correct! Let them rip the secret from your cold, dead hands if they are strong enough. Oh, certainly you might share it with a few
Screams
selected
effect, though.
minions, but that, of course, is a completely different story. Well, it's sad to say, but it's that time again, Miko. Well, poor Miko has gone and died on us. And here I thought it was good for at least one more. With young Miko dead, I suppose you've gone and passed my little test, haven't you? That indeed would be a first. I think you must have cheated a little, but there's nothing wrong with a Sith cheating a little. I'll keep my word. I'll just give you my tablet. Perhaps we'll meet again, Sith. That would be fun, no?
Level up. Hashtag level up. How do you miss a door? Oh, that's a lot of missing. I know, right? I can't remember if this is the one that I can't go in yet. There's one of them that you can't, you have to go in last. And, yep, this is the last one, so.
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous.
Why? What do you know about it?
There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it.
It went insane, you say?
Seems that way. They say that its audio receptors became too sensitive and all the noise drove the droid nuts. If you're planning on going in, I suggest you use some sound suppressors or something, or you'll probably become a target right away. Sure thing. Good luck.
Let's go, fighter droid.
destroy source of disturbance must kill sentience.
Like that. You asked for this.
Oh yeah. Oh. I don't have anything better for him anyways. I'll let you guys take care of that.
Let's go! How'd you like that? You asked for this!
Sure.
I almost nice equipment, agree. Yeah. I almost hate to say this though, but I thought this was going to be the more challenging one. Like I thought this planet was going to be a lot more challenging than it has been so far. Oh, I just noticed what time it is. Time it is. Time it is. Fair. I just noticed what time it is. I can't believe it's already that time. Alrighty, Rooney then. Hashtag save. Alright, everybody, it is pretty much 9:30, which means it's time to say goodbye. I hope you all have had a very wonderful time tonight. And I hope that you will all be back with me on Sunday for the light side version of this. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap things up with our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, and we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all of the honor, glory, credit, and praise he rightfully deserves, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have these things, and it is because of him we have these things. So we thank him for that. Also, just a thank you to everybody that has joined us today. It truly does mean the world to me. Discord. We have one of those, and my wonderful wife, who has just posted that link, has posted that link, so feel free to join if you haven't already. We have tons of chat rooms. That is also the only place where I do make important announcements, and I need your guys' help. If you wouldn't mind joining that Discord and scrolling up a little bit in the general chat, there is a poll right now whether we should get rid of Dark Side Friday or Light Side Sunday in place for Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing will take over the day that we take over, and then of course when the current playthrough on Friday or Sunday gets done, we will continue the side that gets put away for now. So basically, would you prefer to see Animal Crossing on Friday, or would you prefer to see Animal Crossing on Sunday? That is your question that needs that I ask of you all. Feel free to go and discuss all that on Discord. Last but certainly not least is ways that you can help share or help support the channel if you so choose to do so. Do keep in mind that nothing is ever required. I'm never going to force you guys to do anything, but if you would like to help support the channel, any help I get is very much appreciated. Ways that of course you can help support me are becoming a follower, becoming a subscriber, sharing the channel around, just by being here, using bits to cheer, using bits to play sound alerts, and of course by leaving a tip either here on Twitch through Streamlabs, on my personal PayPal, or my personal Cash App. With that, I hope you all do have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I should see you all on Sunday. So with that, I wish you all a very good night.